Happy Wednesday, Wednesday. It's nice to be here with you. I hope that you are having a good week so far. And you know what? There wasn't any celebration tonight. I didn't hear one little clanking of the pots. So I'm not sure if that means compassion fatigue has reached its maximum. But anyways, I'll still log on around 7:02 just because it gives people time to sit down and get here. So, hi everyone. Tonight I am really craving just a lot of silence and stillness. Personally, I had a little bit of a physical injury this week that I had treated, and it kind of brought up a lot of frustration, and I wasn't able to move the way that I normally like to move. So tonight's meditation, we are not really going to discuss too much at the beginning. We're just going to get into it, and we're going to be seated in traditional position, and I'm going to be moving you through the chakras. We're not going to linger too long in each one of them. I will present a word for each one of them, and you can just kind of let that word marinate with you and see how it feels. And then once we get all the way down to the root, we're just going to practice using the hearing door. If you've worked with me in the past, there's two main ways that I offer grounding technique or being present technique, which one is through the hearing door. So just opening your ears to sound and letting the sounds around you hold you in the present moment. And this is something that you can do quite easily, whether it's sounds that are close, sounds that are far, loud, soft. If you live in a very quiet place, even just the sound of your own breathing, the sound of your heartbeat can be enough to hold you in the present moment. So we're using it as an anchor to keep us steady and present with where we are. And the other technique that I offer is that you can anchor through the body. And so anchoring through the body means that you're just going to be focusing your awareness on sensations that are arising in the body. They may be pleasant or unpleasant. It doesn't really matter. You don't have to judge them. It doesn't have to look any particular way. But those are just the two main ways that I teach anchoring. So through the hearing door using sound, or through the body. For those of you that are just joining, we are going to be getting into it pretty quickly here, and we're going to be using a seated position. I'm going to move you through the chakras starting at the top down to the bottom, and as you sit in stillness, you're going to be using hearing and awareness of the body to anchor you into the present moment. And I will be presenting a word for each chakra as we move through. And it's not something you have to dig too deep into. You may choose to repeat the word over and over if that suits you, and you may notice certain things arise, or they may not. You never know what's going to happen. And once we get all the way down to the root chakra, we're going to continue to use the anchoring skills that we know, either sound or awareness in the body. And then I will offer a mantra at that time that you can use if you like to employ mantra to help you. So, that being said, let's get started. Green water, chlorophyll. It's good for the guts, apparently, so I do it. Okay, so coming into a seated position, something that's comfortable. If your knees are bad, you're not able to sit cross-legged, you can definitely just sit on a chair or a couch, and just try to bring your spine into an upright position. Close the eyes. If you are choosing to be seated on a chair, just try to keep the feet flat to the ground. That's a way that you can anchor. And if you're going to be using the body awareness as an anchoring technique, then you can bring your awareness into the soles of the feet at some point. And just letting the hands fall as they may, palms facing up, palms facing down, doesn't matter. You might be hand in your lap. And just start to breathe and notice the breath. I'm not trying to force the breath to be any particular way. Just observing as is. Noticing if it's fast or slow. Heavy or light. And see if you can bring your attention to the posture that you're in, specifically the placement of your spine. Bringing your awareness first to the low spine, noticing if you have a natural curve. And walk your awareness up the spine, following its natural curve. And passing through the center of the spine, noticing as it naturally rounds out. The upper back and the shoulders, just check in and see if you're a little bit schlumpy, if the shoulders are rounded forward. If that's happening, just see if you can pull the shoulders back a little bit more, squeezing the shoulder blades together, activating the upper back muscles. Letting the chest be open. And then keep walking your awareness up your spine to the back of the neck. Notice if the chin is sticking out, as it so often does when we're on our electronics. See if you can pull the chin backwards a little bit more, releasing the back of the neck, allowing it to lengthen, stretch, and come more into its natural alignment. And walking your awareness up all the way, the back of the skull to the crown of the head. Imagining there is a hook at the top of your head that lifts and lengthens you, helping you feel light and supported. And returning your attention back to your breath. You may notice sensations coming from the body now, either pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. When we're sitting in a meditative position, it is active. And even though it may look inactive because there's no movement, when you sit in a position like this for a long period of time, it will challenge the muscles on the back side of the body, the muscles in the hips and the knees. If you notice certain areas of the body that are calling your attention, just let your attention shift there and breathe right into those areas that you feel. Sensations that you feel might be sharp or dull. They may be steady or wavering. the shoulders relax. Let your jaw relax, unhinging it, letting your tongue fall off the roof of your mouth. Begin to shift your awareness to the area right at the crown of your head, the top center area of your head. Just breathing however you wish. But bringing full attention to a single point right at the crown. Some of you may like to visualize light coming from this area, stretching up towards the heavens. Some of you may just like to think of it. And the word I offer you now for the seventh chakra is receptivity. Receptivity. Just continue to focus your attention there at the crown of the head. You may choose to repeat the word receptivity in your mind if it supports you. And when you're ready, shift your awareness down to your third eye, the space right between your eyebrows. You can get there slowly or quickly, it doesn't matter. Bring your full attention there. For those of you who like to visualize, you may visualize light entering at this point between the eyes. Otherwise, just think of it, focusing the attention on this area. And the word I offer you for the sixth chakra is truth. Truth. you're ready, shift your attention lower into your throat. Relax the jaw. Allow the throat to be soft and open. And again, if you like to visualize, you can visualize light in this area. Hold your awareness on the throat, noticing sensations, noticing air passing through. And the word offered for the fifth chakra is judgment. Judgment. When you're ready, shifting your awareness down into your heart space. As you shift down, take a big breath. Feel the lungs fill. You may notice stretching between the ribs as you breathe. Just hold your awareness in this area of the body. And the word offered for the fourth chakra is forgiveness. Forgiveness. When you're ready, shift your awareness down to the third chakra, the solar plexus area, the space between your ribs. As you take a breath, let the expansion occur here. Bring your awareness to this area of the body. Noticing sensations. And the word offered here for the third chakra is courage. Courage. When you're ready, shift your attention lower, just beneath the belly button. Let the breath expand there. Let your awareness travel around to the back side of the body as well. Breathing into the low back. And holding your awareness in the second chakra. The word offered is creativity. Creativity. And after your next breath, shift your awareness down one more layer. Right down to the root, the tailbone of your spine. Shift your awareness to that which you're seated upon. Noticing the places of support from the chair or the ground. Let your breath travel low in the body. Notice where it expands. And the word offered for the first chakra is loyalty. Loyalty. Even as the mind wanders, hold your attention, walking the mind back into the body, perhaps repeating the word that was offered. Allow the breath to inhale, and as you exhale in your mind, you may say, I am here. I am here. And you may continue to repeat this internally to yourself as you breathe. Mantra is one of the anchoring techniques we can use. or if you prefer, you can simply use the hearing door, acknowledging sound. Or you can focus your attention inwardly on the body. Choose what comes easiest for you now. We open our hearts to the councils of light that surround us, to the angels that guide us, and the spirits that watch over us. Please hear our prayer. Divine God, energy that creates us, we open our hearts to your guidance. Thank you for offering us the present moment, where we may realize that there is always peace available, where we may realize there are no problems, only this. We ask to be reminded that as we move throughout the rest of our week, any of these words that you offered, when they speak through us, that we may hear it as guidance. What is our receptivity like? What is our truth? What is our judgment? What is our forgiveness like? Where is our courage? What is our creativity like? What is our loyalty like? As these words may be offered to us, let us build trust to stop, pause, and reflect. Building trust in our inner guidance and that we are carefully watched over. Amen. Thank you guys for joining. I'm going to do a card pull because it's fun. And for those of you that have been with me the last few weeks, I've been doing it at the end of the session. Just because it's fun and yeah, why not? So I hope that meditation was okay for you. Something very simple that you can do. Those words, each word correlates with the energy of the chakras that we walked through. And as you move throughout the week, if you do hear any of those words appearing, feel free to explore and maybe build your trust that it's an offering from your inner guidance or outward guidance, and it might be worth looking at. So, the card pulled today is an interesting one. I'm just going to say this because you always have to tread lightly, but if any of you, I guess, have been holding a question in your mind, something that you've been pondering, kind of looking for a clear answer, this could be it. But again, you have to use your own discernment. So the card is no. So that is a pretty clear card. And I'm not sure, for my Facebook people there, you can see it. I'm not sure if that's going to resonate with any of you, but the card is no. It says wait, postpone, pause, or say no. And let me see here. Again, I do advise that you always use your own discernment, but if there have been questions, or maybe one particular question that you've been seeking answer to, I mean, there it is. So it says, you are being called to either pause or say no. Saying yes to something that isn't in alignment with you will drain your energy and your time. Hold out for a congruent alignment, a 100% yes. Often, when we are looking for guidance to make a decision, it can be frustrating not to move into clear and considered action. However, timing is everything, and not receiving clear guidance is actually guidance in itself. We all go through times known as waiting periods. These times are critical for our body to regenerate, the new path to formulate, and the universe to begin creating things on our behalf. You don't need to be plowing forward all the time to move forward. A potent, congruent yes, when the time is right, will put you ahead leaps and bounds. Don't force things now, just because it seems like the only option. Take a breather and wait. The waiting is actually very productive, for when the time for movement comes, you will be ready to dive right in. Use this time to regenerate and ponder what you truly want. Consider the options. If the options are not clear, don't fear, because this time is a gift. Use it to tend to your garden and take a rest, to take a moment from your busy life to clear the decks and prepare for the time in the future. For come spring, clarity will bloom and you will have the reserves, space, and drive to say yes and act and move quickly. So there you go, guys. Thank you so much for joining. It's been a pleasure, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Much love. Bye for now.